Parsons.
How old are you?
I'm 15. Just turned 15.
Rolling.
All right, and action.
All these rooms, this place builds them. It's beautiful. Am I right?
The Backrooms, my most anticipated film of the year. I knew I had to experience this. Not only watch it, but experience this. So, day of release, I go with my friend to go out and eat, experience this film together, and just have a good time. This is my mini vlog for this. I should have recorded more, but my reaction to The Backrooms.
So, at The Backrooms, about to watch this with my guy, my man, Lil Heffy. You know, it's gonna be a good time. We're in our attire, we're in our suits with the yellow ties. Check the drip for The Backrooms. And
The Backrooms again.
this movie is so significant for so many reasons. And it's genuinely, you know, gonna change like everything.
I think it's going to change the entire landscape of cinema and independent directors as we know.
Absolutely.
Like even Iron Lung, I don't think is going to have as much as an effect as this movie is going to.
Absolutely.
It's different because it's someone that's young. It's someone that's our age. It's someone whose creativity years ago is paying off now in the form of a film, and people are hating on him because of how young he is. People are hating on him because they don't like that he's doing something that they've been doing for years, and they haven't achieved the level of fame that he's achieving before the movie's even released.
And the reason the hate is happening is because this movie looks so damn good.
Absolutely.
And that is what's really amazing to me, is the reception and how good this movie is coming. So, like, just the energy is different. Everything in the work is just unique. It's just the fact that, like, I started watching Kane Pixels with his Attack on Titan videos. I saw it after the manga ended, and it genuinely hit me with the horror, the absolute chilling visuals, how it worked so well with like that old school film, and seeing him get into theater and do so good with Backrooms. It's just, excuse me, it's okay, brother.
I also think that there's been a lot of popular TV shows and movies and other things that have been going on. Like, for example, Iron Lung, The Boys coming to theaters, the Amazing Digital Circus coming to theaters. It's going probably to smell so bad in that theater, but I think it's a turning point in cinemas, and it's a turning point for, I think, younger, even like vloggers, like content creators who want to go somewhere with this, but they haven't quite found that purpose yet.
Pretty much, yeah. And, you know, the Curry Barker obsession is all the rave right now. I still have to watch that. I still have to make my opinions on that. But
Validate your parking, man.
but still, this movie means a lot. And it means more than Iron Lung because, you know, the closeness in age. Kane is only 1 year and 4 days older than me. And seeing a movie of his in the theater is so inspiring for my own journey with my book, and probably for this kid's journey. He just finished up school, by the way. Look at this man, so proud of him. You kidding me?
Congratulating.
Yeah, woo! But no. Inspiration is the thing to take away from the Backrooms, and I'm so excited to watch it. I'm so excited to get ready with this. So, just gonna go watch the movie. We're gonna go enjoy a movie.
Do it.
Let's fucking do it.
Yes.
Alright, so it's the next day. I let it all sit with me, and I gotta lay it all out for you. So first, I want to show Jeffrey's perspective because, you know, trust his judgment. You know, like, he's good at talking about this stuff. He's funny, and you know, like, just to see like his perspective. Like, we see movies differently, but you know, he still has some points that I do. So just quickly go to that.
Okay, so just got home from the Backrooms. That movie was intense. Not only was it like psychologically intense, I think that a lot of people were like, "What is the Backrooms?" No, there's more to it than that. Opening cutscene, a cutscene. This isn't a video game. It's a fucking movie. The opening scene was raw. I don't know how to explain it. It was gritty. Whenever that camera is on, it's gritty, it's raw, it's in your face, and it's intense, and it doesn't hide anything. I mean, kind of. There's no camera techniques that are like, oh, what could possibly be over here? What's going on over here? This thing's going on down here. It's just like, boom, POV, in your face. The introductions of the characters were very well done. There's just so much to say. I think that the actors did an amazing job. Holy fuck. Movie of the year for, like, acting. Genuinely, I think that even though there was very little people in this movie that actually were on screen, they did an amazing job. I haven't been genuinely scared going to a horror movie in a long time. I watched Terrifier 3 in theaters whenever it released, and yeah, sure, it may have been spooky and it may have like made me jump a little bit, but I haven't watched a horror movie in a long time where I've felt in my core fear. Holy shit. The Backrooms brought something to a movie that I didn't think could be in a movie for a long time. And honestly, it's The ending scene, holy fuck. That was unnerving. I don't know how to put it. It was spooky in the way that it was uncanny. Even though throughout the movie we had seen similar things, the shock of that character suddenly doing that was it was crazy. My hands are so shaky. I like I think that it was a great movie. Honestly, great movie. Absolute 10 out of 10. I would go watch it like 3 more times. I'm sure that there's a bunch of shit that I missed that even Zane noticed a lot like the first time around, and I noticed like a bunch of little things and not important stuff. But like, and the detailing with the set, holy fuck. Oh dude, I could go on and on. But overall, 10 out of 10. Absolute 10 out of 10 movie. For the first time in years, ever since I was like a kid, I haven't felt like fear watching a horror movie, but this time I actually did. And it was fucking awesome.
All right, so now on my perspective, where do I even start? I talked about it before we went in, but this movie is the movie that we have to really like see work, because this is the youngest filmmaker in so many years in our generation, in Gen Z, going out there and making a movie with a studio, making a movie that's so wildly popular, making a movie to push the people and to see that try to succeed. And I can't stress enough that judging the reaction before the film officially started to come out, with people assuming that Kane didn't make it just because of his age, the importance of it being good and how much it needed to like really show people that this guy just gets it, really needed to show. And I think it did. Like, it's so personal, right? Like, it will never not be personal. I was 15, 14, around that age when I first watched his Attack on Titan stuff. I kept that in mind. Then the Backrooms stuff came out. I loved that. I saw the movie announcement. I kept holding on, so much anticipation and weight and excitement for it, and it ended up paying off. So, it's personal, but objectively speaking, on a filmmaking standpoint, this kid fucking rips. Kane Parsons rips in his filmmaking. He understands how to do such good lighting, such good angles and shots that absolutely are awe-inspiring. And then the fact that it was made from Blender and then just created, and it's so real, it's so weird. And the fact that it is all like that 30,000 square feet just makes it so like creepier. It makes it have more of an effect to understand a lot of that was the views of it just stick with you. There's a scene where it was teased in the trailers. They go down a little hole and there's something down there, but there's like piles of laundry and there's weird shit hiding in it. There's the caveman head in there and it's just sticking up. It genuinely seems like something's watching you, but it's just something random. And then something actually is in the corner, but you barely get a lick of it. And it really just like hits you with so much suspense. This movie is fucking intense. Jeffrey was not lying. There is so much of this movie that will have you holding your ass. This movie has you just like on lock since the start. The opening scene, literally just like, get in there, little Timmy, come on. let me show you the back rooms. Async worker going around the back rooms, and the found footage is fucking perfect. And then it just builds the suspense, the atmosphere, and it starts. I know people are gonna call me a fucking contrarian now, but movie that came out recently that was very popular, won a lot of rewards, one battle after another. And it didn't really do it for me. And something it did, which was really interesting, is it just dropped the title card, no credits until the end, which I thought was kind of weird. But for this, it did the exact same thing, and it felt right. It felt interesting that it just like had the title card after that great opening, just throwing you in to Mary's narration. And it just felt so fitting with her talking to Clark about feeling just like stuck and just going on forever in our brains. The story of this movie too is just so rich with so much like concept and really like trying to show you where Kane is getting from about what the Backrooms means as a metaphor of loneliness, of just trauma, of feeling stuck and just lost. And man, as it just keeps getting more and more into the film, you're just more and more invested. And then, you know, the last act comes around, and a lot of people have problems with it. I started as having problems with it, but as it kept going, it kept bringing you back in with so many weird and crazy scenes of just like different ways that Kane is doing with the backrooms, with like how it works with like forgetting each room and like how everything wilts, and then how that spreads to the human life that is left behind. And the way he shows it is so disgusting, but so interesting all the same. This has a scene very comparable to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and a lot of people are raving about it right now. And I am one of those people, because it genuinely has moments that are even crazier than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I would say that this is sometimes like is a little bit more gut-wrenching, but I don't know. You just would have to see it for yourself. It really hits with you, and like just the character work is just so good. It's so good seeing Clark, you know, being a character that like is like heartbreaking, but also just such a villain in the fact that he can't let the idea of him being wrong be the reality. So much so that he just wants to spend his rest of his life in the backrooms. And then fucking Mary, oh my god, just such good characterization and flashbacks. And she has an item in this movie that she keeps on her. It's like her last good memory. And in the end, she uses it against the entity. And it's so fitting because it's her letting go of that memory and using it to like survive, because it's the last good memory, but it's also plaguing her with the trauma of her mother. And just, you know, getting rid of it in that way was so genius. And then we obviously have the entity in this, which also is getting interesting criticism and everything. And I will say, I thought at first it was a little strange, but I like it. You know, like it's the backrooms, the complex is interacting with its surroundings. And the fact that it looks like that, I feel makes pretty good sense. It's basically its own thing. So it's not really like the bacteria or anything, but it really just like has that vibe that really just kind of sticks with it and fits very nicely. So at first, like, it might be a little jarring, but it works. It works very well. And then comes the ending. As it's building up, I felt like it was kind of becoming anticlimactic. I heard so much about this ending and like a final shot that's crazy. And as it was building up, I thought it was a joke because it genuinely seemed like it was about to be anticlimactic. But this is Kane Parsons we're talking about here. The final shot of this movie is just so fucking beautifully tragic. Really just like hits in the right place after all of this, that this story is one that kind of works with the forgotten and the misery of it all. And it was perfect, literally down to the last minute details. But no, I mean, it's gonna be divisive with people. There's no way of saying it. Like, the biggest thing you can compare it to, like me and Jeffrey did, is Iron Lung, which, you know, it still is different in that way, especially with the small set, and it does different things well, but at the same time, it has the same sort of thing where it's kind of, you know, a little slow. I say Backrooms has a lot more suspense and buildup, but it really plays with the shadows. Same with Iron Lung. And people sometimes just can't handle those movies. They're mentally stimulating. They absolutely play on your brain. And I love those movies. And having that in mind, I think The Backrooms is kind of a masterpiece for what it tried to do. If you think it's like less, like you still appreciate what it did, I understand. But for what it's trying to mean to its own story, I think it's like a 10 out of 10. And, you know, at first, I was so iffy about that. I was like, why is it so wrong to feel like this movie is super good? And then I look at some of the reviews, and there are actual critics giving it 100 out of 100, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. There are plenty of people that do love it, that do think it is basically perfect or perfect. And that makes me feel even better, knowing that Kane's work isn't just fans. It can be for people that don't even know the fucking lore, to appreciate how interesting, how weird, how amazing this is. I am so fucking happy. I am so happy. As a writer, as a hopefully future director, this movie just is needed for me. And it tells me that we're in a new generation. And this new generation is going to provide us with absolutely incredible movies. And all I can say is, again, thank you to Kane Parsons for making such a rich tale that has so much to it, but so little that you're just hungry for more. A lot of complaints are like, I wish there was more. And that might be an even bigger compliment. Kane made something so jaw-dropping, so intriguing, so just expansive and investable. And that I absolutely adore. And I really want you all, if you have the opportunity, to go watch this movie. Not only does it mean a lot and you're supporting somebody who is so young and so talented, but you're also just watching a good movie in general. I genuinely think very good, suspenseful, weird movie that works very well at being weird. This was awesome, and I'm really excited to see what Kane does next.
Excuse you.
Sorry, I'm bad. I'll put that at the end of the
Keep
video.
that in. Yeah, keep